live every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hosted by me, your girl LaShia. Join me as I discuss social topics, spotlight independent artists, and share financial tips. Join the conversation. I want to hear what you have to say. Think Different TV, where minds meet. You're the reason I wake up, the reason I smile. What? You mean to tell me Think Different TV has their own merch website? I just don't believe it. What? They have hoodies, mugs, toddler tees, kid classic pullovers, bucket hats, stainless steel water bottles, woman comfort tees, crew socks, kids premium tees, baby onesies, even a premium cotton t-shirt for men. And what is that? You can use the code EARLYBIRD to get 5% off of your order. And if you have Afterpay, you can split the payments. Oh my gosh, like this is just unbelievable. What colors do we have? Ooh. Fancy. That's nice. Welcome everyone to another episode of Think Different TV, where minds meet. I am your host, LaShia. Hi guys, how was your weekend? I hope you enjoyed it. Oh man, it was a lot. It was a lot this weekend. I was super busy. Who knew this would be the season for massages? Because I am a licensed massage therapist and that's what I do. Okay. And so I was booked and busy all weekend. So I hope everyone else had a very productive holiday. Holiday meaning the weekend. Some people had a holiday away from the job, which is always a good thing. You want to be able to spend time with your family, hang out, the whole nine. Like I said, it was a very exciting weekend for me. I was super busy and I was just living life. And I hope you guys got the chance to do the same. And let me see. What was this past weekend? This past weekend was the 26th, 27th, 28th. Yeah, it was just busy for me. I hope y'all enjoyed y'all weekend. Tomorrow marks the end of April. Can y'all believe that this whole month just flew by? It had 5 Mondays and 5 Tuesdays, but it still was not a long enough month for me because rent is due on Wednesday. Like it's so much to take in. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in tonight on Monday night to Think Different TV. Always love here. Yesterday I did the radio show with my bros Donnie O and Beck. It's Yours Radio, and we had fun. We were talking about Amanda Seales and in her interview on Club Shay Shay, and come to find out that one of the co-hosts does not like Amanda Seales for whatever reason. And I was just like, wow, that's crazy. How crazy is it to have somebody like not like you and they don't even know you? Boggles the mind, right? But hey, sometimes just as Black women, we live rent free in people's heads. So there you go. Just a reminder, guys. April is Autism Awareness Month. I am wearing my blue. Okay. So there you go. I got my blue on today. Looking very festive and everything like that. Just a reminder, guys, I am in the Supermom contest. If you haven't already voted, please go and vote. It's a chance for me to win $20K, a weekend getaway in Palm Springs, and a feature in Women's World magazine. And speaking of magazines, we have Black Magazine 31. Make sure you follow Black Magazine 31 on IG. King George has been doing his thing, and he has been contributing to the community. And one way he knows how to contribute is to shine a light on businesses, booming businesses, and also, small businesses that haven't got the boom yet, but are waiting for that boom and waiting for that, shall we say, that surge of productivity, right? So this was the issue that I was first featured in. And I say first featured in because, he has the newest issue come. Oh my gosh, I didn't even upload the picture of it. Silly me, silly me. But this was the last issue of Black Magazine 31. The Black Reserve bookstore was a highlight, and he also interviewed Brother Muhammad. Um, I feel like I should just upload that picture real quick because y'all gotta see this beautiful cover because it is amazing. Like, I'm gonna pull it up right now. So this is the newest issue. India Rose is on the cover, and this is the March issue, the Women's History Edition. Okay, so make sure y'all go ahead and follow Black Magazine 31 so that you can get your copy. All right, it's digital copies available, and now he is moving over to paper copies. Super excited, super exciting. Um, so that is Black Magazine 31. Go and follow him on IG. Birth by the Code, LO, his album is on YouTube. I am featured on 2 of the tracks, 9 and 13. Make sure you go check out Birth by the Code. The entire album is fire. It's dope. Make sure you go ahead and listen right now, right now, right now. Not right now during the show. After the show, make sure you go ahead and check him out. He's streaming on all major platforms. Shout out to Wise Choice Massage Therapy. I am the CEO and owner of Wise Choice Massage Therapy. I offer Swedish, deep tissue, prenatal, and chair massage. I'm a licensed massage therapist. Again, that's why I choose massage therapy. Make sure that you hit me up on IG. If you're following me if you're a friend of mine on Facebook, you hit me up on Facebook as well. Okay. Think Different TV is not just a show. Think Different TV is a brand. And it has its own YouTube channel, and it has garnered over 1,000 subscribers. So thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Keep on subscribing. Make sure that you like, comment, share, all that good stuff, and turn on that notification bell on my YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any new episodes, replays, or exclusive interviews from Think Different TV. Also, let's share the love by sharing the live, okay? After you share, comment hashtag Tdtv. Again, I thank all of you for subscribing to my channel. It really, really helps. It helps get me up there, get some more eyes on me. And if you feel like the topics that I discussed on this show is something worth sharing, please share. And not only that, there's so many other things involved with Think Different TV, which is now a network. And I want to show you just what that is. Here we go. And Think Different TV's Play or Pass is looking for you. If you're looking to compete, please direct message at Tdtv Pot Game Show so you could be a contestant on the show. There are cash prizes and we have a lot of fun. So I don't want y'all to miss anything, okay? I want y'all to be fully aware of what's going on with the network, and it's always a good time. So if you are a competitive spirit, if you someone that likes trivia, Tdtv's Play or Pass is looking for you. So make sure that you DM Tdtv Pop Game Show. All right. Also, also, we have a incredible matchup tomorrow. I just wanted to give y'all some insight on that. So here we go.
It's all fun and games until someone's bubble gets popped. Who will be victorious come Tuesday night on Think Different TV's Player Pass? Tune in at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Think Different TV YouTube channel.
Again, like I said, Tdtv's Play or Pass is looking for you. And guess what, guys? Other than running this network, I sing. I'm a singer-songwriter, and I have a performance coming up in Philly at the Performance Battle League. So I'm just going to play that, guys, for y'all real quick. I don't understand why people got to be so loud. Talk about my neighbors. They're so damn loud.
The name is LaShia Star, and no one can dim my light. So best believe I'm going to shine bright like a diamond come May 18th at the Performance Battle League. Grab your tickets today.
Think Different TV is every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on the Think Different TV YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe. Also, shout out to all my fam all over the country. You know, Think Different TV could not be made possible without viewers like you and our sponsors. So let's show our sponsors some love like this.
Go drink water and mind my business. Drink water and mind my business. I go drink water and mind my business. Drink water and mind my business.
Hey, you're watching my mommy on Think Different TV.
So last week, guys, we had a crazy topic. Okay, it was about internet scams, and we touched on a few of them, but we ran out of time. So I said we got to pick up where we left off so y'all can have all the information that y'all need in order to, you know, be well informed. And we don't want anyone to leave here without learning something. This is why it's called edutainment. We entertain you and we educate you. And listen, I'm simply sharing information. Do I have firsthand knowledge on a lot of these things? No, but the internet, Google is a great thing, right? So I make sure that I have enough information for you guys so that y'all are well informed. And hopefully you take something from this episode. So this episode is going to focus on some different scams, but I want to just refresh y'all on last week. So let me get to that really quickly so y'all are not left in the dark. Here we go.
I'm coming in hot.
It could be your elderly grandparents, parents, relative, or family friend getting a phone call saying, "Grandma, Grandpa, I need your help. I'm in big trouble." A direct message reading, "You're the most beautiful or handsome person in the world. I can't live my life without you." Or a pop-up alerting them that their computer has been hacked and to call the Geek Squad at this number to take care of the problem. Scenarios that frazzle the elderly and cause them to drain their savings in order to rectify the situation. They are internet scams, making the internet a scary place for those who may not be tech savvy or who may be lonely. They become prey for those unscrupulous individuals who are sinister enough to put the elderly between a rock and a hard place, causing them to feel like they have to help with money or they will be in danger if they don't have money to pay up. Recently, there was an incident where two elderly people fell victim to a scam. One, William Brock, age 81, was charged in the unaliving of Lolitha Hall, age 61. He claimed to be a victim of the grandparent scam, where he was told by someone via telephone a family member was locked up and needed bail money to be released, or the family member will be unalived along with William and his family. At the same time, the alleged scammers sent Uber driver Hall to retrieve a package. The package was supposed to have the money from Brock. However, when Hall arrived, Brock came to the door with a gun. Unfortunately, despite Hall's pleas and attempts to explain to Brock she was an Uber driver just trying to do her job, he fired his gun 3 times. This led to the demise of Hall. Though an extreme instance, this is a wake-up call about how internet scams can ruin people's lives, and in this episode of Think Different TV, we explore the different types of internet scams, the dangerous, the devastating, and the deadly.
And guys, we are on part 2 of internet scams, the dangerous, the devastating, and the deadly. Really quickly, if you are viewing on Instagram, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. However, if you are commenting, I cannot see your comments. So if you would like to mosey on over to YouTube so that I can see your comments, that would be great. It's the Think Different TV YouTube channel. I want to also thank my YouTube fam for tuning in. I see you guys. I'm going to come to the comments very soon. And my Facebook fam and Twitch, because Think Different TV is on Twitch. So I can see Twitch, I can see YouTube, and I can see Facebook comments, but I cannot see Instagram comments. So if you are watching on Instagram right now, come on over to YouTube so that I can see your beautiful comments and see your beautiful faces. Well, not your faces because I won't be able to see your faces, but I can definitely see your comments. So we're going into part 2, internet scams, the dangerous, devastating, and the deadly. I hope y'all are ready for this. I just want to recap a little bit on what we talked about last week. Before I do so, I'm going to come to the comments. We got sibling rivalry with Tanya and Sin. Good evening, everyone. Looking forward to part 2. We got Rebe in the building. All right. Said, hey, lady. All right. And she also said the BDP reference. What is, I don't know. I don't know. You got to explain it to me. I should know, right? Because we probably talked about it, but I can't remember. Um, so, here we go. I'm Young P is in the building. He said, call my guys at Scammers Payback. Actually, shout out to I'm Young P. Last week, his video Blind was the music video of the week. So shout out to him. I want to thank all of y'all for tuning in to Think Different TV tonight. So we're going to get into this, and I hope y'all enjoy. All right. Like I said, I'm going to do a quick recap. I'm not going to talk y'all ear off too much tonight. Again, the average loss in scams targeted at seniors is $16,700. This is a month. And here's the crazy thing about it. Like I said last time, if you take all the amount of money that has been lost via scams targeting the elderly, and you divide it by how many elderly are being scammed, you still come to $16,700 that these people are losing. Wait a minute. You know what? I am jumping ahead of the game because it might just be average loss in scams and not per month. So let me just correct myself now because it just might be the average loss in scams, but that's still a crazy number, right? And we also talked about $220 million lost in 2016. And this was in 2016. So can you imagine how much it would be this year, 2024? That was 8 years ago. We had the pandemic. More people were relying on their computers to communicate, to pay bills, to do all of these things. And guess what? That just opened them up more and more to these scammers, okay? Investment in imposter fraud, top list of scams in 2023. A new FTC report, that's Federal Trade Commission, shows people lost more than $10 billion to scams last year. This was 2023, which was an increase of 14% from 2022 and a new record. A new record, guys. Also, the percentage of internet users who have experienced fraud or scams in their lifetime varies. but studies have shown that a significant portion of users, often ranging from 30% to 50%, have encountered some form of online fraud or scams during their internet usage. And last week, we had a viewer tell us of his experience of being scammed, and it's the utility scam, and which I didn't even know was a thing until he mentioned it in the comments. So yeah, you gotta keep a watch out, man. You gotta keep a watch out. Now, here are the 6 common internet scams: grandparent scam, tech support scam, sweetheart scam, lottery or sweepstakes scam, fake charities, bank or IRS scams. Last week we talked about the grandparent scam. The scammers call and impersonate a grandchild or another close relative in a crisis situation asking for immediate financial assistance. Sometimes these callers spoof the caller ID to make an incoming call appear to be coming from a trusted source. So that means if you live in Philadelphia, they would change the area code to be 215 or 267 or whatever have you. Or they could even spoof it to be the phone number of your local police station. You never know. They get more and more sophisticated as time goes on. It's kind of like COVID, as you know how COVID, they always come out with these new strands of COVID every time you turn around. And that's what it's like with these scams. It's like you might have one scam, and then when people start catching on to the scam, they're like, oh, you know what? I'm onto this. I know a lot about this. And then there's already another scam in the works. So these scammers have no morals, no scruples. They're just out here just getting people for their money every time you turn around. Now, the other one that we talked about last week is the tech support scam. A tech support call you don't expect in a scam even is a scam, even if the number is local or looks legitimate. These scammers use fake caller ID information to look like local businesses or trusted companies. And it's not just in the form of a phone call, it's also in the form of an email. It's also in the form of a pop-up that might pop up on your screen, and you're like just working on your computer, and then all of a sudden it says, oh, your computer is in danger of being hacked, please call this number immediately. And you call the number and they just do their thing to scam you. Now, if you want to know more about that scam, again, that was on part 1. So uh you might want to go and look at part 1 to see the intricacy of that scam, okay? Because it's not just a simple you call the number and then they just scam you. There's a whole process, and they keep people on the phone for hours and hours at a time. And older people that are vulnerable and are in a position of losing a lot of money, they are going to sit on the phone as long as it takes to correct the situation, and they may not call you. So if you have older parents who are like they're good on their own, like they're like, I don't need anybody to take care of me or anything like that, and you're like, my mom and dad, they have a good head on their shoulders, they're not going to fall for something like this, and you don't check on them regularly, and then somebody calls them and scams them, you know. So you always want to check in on your people. And also, with this information that I'm giving you today, if you are a young person that has older parents, or you have grandparents that you care about, you don't want them to get scammed, please pass this information along. Okay, so there you have it. So that's the tech support scam. They're always going to, there's different ways to get the money from people. They either have you wire the money, do a wire transfer to a bank account that they have stolen. Okay, so this is a bank account that they probably took over from someone, so that there's never a trace to them actually. So this person is also a victim, and they are being scammed, or not scammed per se, but they just got their identity stolen, and somebody got access to their account. So now, for this period of time, because sometimes people don't check their account. I check my bank every day. Okay, it's kind of a crazy habit of mine, little obsessive, but I always check what's going on with my account. And some people, they just don't, or they have multiple accounts, and so it might be an account that they don't check in on often, so they don't notice all the different stuff that's happening in that account. And so they could gain access to this account via the tech support scam, which I talked about in part one. And now they have access to your account, so they could do all this different stuff, give your bank information to someone to put money in there, and then they withdraw it so fast that you don't even know that this is going on. So it's very intricate. But another way that they get money from people is they have people buy a gift card from Walmart, from Target, from wherever they can. And this gift card scam is not just, to people that's outside. I was a victim of it, at the job when I was working for a drugstore. Uh, they called in and they claimed that there was something wrong with the vanilla gift cards, and they gave this whole letter, and they sounded so convincing. And no, they did not sound like they had an accent. Just sounded like people that was from here. And it was so elaborate, and and I was foolish. I was foolish because I didn't know anything of there being a scam going on at the time, and it was fairly new. And then after I go through the whole situation, now they have training on it, and so I was pretty much the fall guy. But yeah, there's a lot of things going on with gift cards. Be very careful. Even if you buy a gift card in the store, make sure that the entire card is in there and not just the barcode part, because they taking the top part of the card too. Is really, you would think if these people used half the brain power that they use to scam people to do good, how much better this world would be is ridiculous. But listen, if you're buying a gift card to pay someone, stop. It's a scam. Gift cards are for gifts. Do not use a gift card to pay the IRS or Social Security, tech support, a family member in trouble, ransom, or to avoid arrest or deportation, a member of the military, or to keep your utilities on, okay? Report gift card scams at reportfraud@ftc.gov. All right. So as soon as they start talking about something, can you get to a Walmart? Can you get a gift card? To no, hang up, because they ain't no good. All right. So something we're going to talk about today, because we went through the other scams. The third one on the list was sweetheart scams, also known as romance scams. Something that Dr. Phil has talked about on his show numerous times. And he gets people on there that have been going through this scam, that family members are uh what is they're concerned about them sending all this money to these people, this person, not people, actually, to this person that they claim to be in love with. And it's a lot of them. It's a lot of people that be on his show like, I'm really in love with this person, and they telling me they love me, and they can't, they need the money because they're going through so many things. And Dr. Phil is like, listen, you can't change what you don't acknowledge. And what I wanted to acknowledge to you is that you are being scammed. All right. So listen, I need y'all to watch this video, because this video talks about it, and is actually pretty scary, because it's one thing to do a tech support scam, right? But when you do a grandparent scam or a romance scam, that is a new low. Like, that is like so low, guys, because you got to think about it. In a grandparent scam, you're playing with somebody's emotions by pretending to be somebody that is close to them that's in trouble. And who don't want to help their family member or their relative? But romance scams, sometimes these older people, they really be like lonely because they've been married to somebody for a long period of time and that person passes away. And so they seek comfort more so now in, nobody goes to knitting clubs and go to, like, they sit at home because they want to be to themselves, and they get on the computer and they start having conversations with these people. And then sometimes these people be so low down, the scammers, they be keeping an eye on people who are posting obituaries of their loved ones and stuff like that, of their significant other. So they can be like, oh, this person just lost somebody. Oh, let's see what's going on with them. And then they send them a DM, knowing they're vulnerable and that they're craving that love that they had from that person before they passed away. And it's just so dirty. Like, it's heartbreaking. But I'm gonna play this video for you guys, and then I'm gonna come back to the comments, and then we're gonna go from there.
Donna Martin never thought her family would be targeted, but after losing her father in 2021, she was shocked to discover her mom had been sucked into the seedy underworld of an online romance scammer.
I did not realize how bad it was until it happened to me and my mom, my family.
Donna's mother, Mary, believes she's in love with this man, an online scammer who says his name is Oscar Avery.
She's been brainwashed by this predator.
Mary has never met this man, believing him to be at sea on an oil rig. Donna estimates she has sent him over $100,000.
She's obsessed with him. There's nothing wrong with texting somebody and being a friend, but it is wrong when you start sending them money.
The situation escalated when the family found Mary's house listed for sale on Zillow. Over text, you can see the scammer directing her to keep the sale of her house a secret from her loved ones.
She lived there with my dad for 45 years, and she didn't tell none of us about it.
Amy Knopfziger is AARP's Director of Fraud Victim Support.
I've been doing this for over 20 years, and I have heard every single lie possible. Their wallet was stolen. They're stuck on an oil rig and they need money. They lost their cell phone. If anyone asks you for any money in that form, 100% a scam.
This scam is fulfilling their fantasy narrative. Take a look at whether someone is overspending. Take a look at their phone bill.
Dr. Louise Stanger is an author and clinician who specializes in addiction. She has helped countless families who find themselves in crisis following a romance scam.
You have to create a positive crisis. You have to be able to gather the troops, so to speak, in a loving and compassionate way. And you also have to have a solution.
Donna has exhausted every resource trying to extract her mom from this scam, even filing police reports and lawsuits to no avail.
My brother asked her, Mom, is this man really worth losing your whole family over? And she said, yes. And that's it. I was like, you're going to give us family away? Your children, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren? You're just going to throw us away for what? For a man that's scammed you all your money that's never going to be here? She said, oh, I have hope. He will show it one day.
We're also now just learning that Mary's scammer deleted his Facebook when her family tried to connect with him. Now, the best way to keep your loved one safe is to make sure they're not sharing identifying information to strangers online. But that includes things like
Scammers finding new ways to prey on the elderly. A new FBI report found over 92,000 older adults were victims of fraud last year, resulting in nearly $2 billion in losses, many of them targeted while searching for romance online.
This is the stuff I'll be talking about, y'all. It makes me so mad. But sweetheart scams often take place online, starting on dating websites or social media platforms where they have set up fake identities. Then, as you develop feelings, the fraud moves to emails or texts to your personal phone. They convince you that they are in love with you and you are in a deep, committed relationship. Let me tell you something, y'all. This is the stuff that makes me scared because, okay, I know I mentioned like people being vulnerable after they've lost a loved one, but also there's also people that are going through divorce that are older that feel like they want to jump back into the dating pool, and these people are lurking. They're lurking. They're looking for you to let your guard down so that they can scam you. Especially when they say they go into your DMs and they start DMing you messages like, "Hey beautiful, how are you? I just saw your picture. I'm so like," when they like the signs. Let me just get to the signs. Signs of a scam. They profess love quickly. They claim to be from the US, but they're overseas for business or military service. Ooh, there was a lot of that. They also ask you for money and lure you off the dating site. They claim to need money for emergencies, hospital bills, or travel. They plan to visit but can't because of an emergency. Now, TikTok. When I first got on TikTok, right? Man, oh man, that must have been the land of people doing stuff like this. Cause they was like, oh, new before TikTok started really regulating stuff, but you know, until it was regulated and it might not even be a thing anymore, you know, crossing my fingers, hoping that that's not going to be that it's going to continue to be a thing. But uh when I first got on TikTok, I can't tell you the amount of people bots. I call them bots. Bots that was jumping into my DM or following me and then like, hey, you know, my name is Mark Smith and I am the single father of a daughter who, you know, and I'm in the military and all this other stuff. And I'm young, like I'm like, dude, if you don't get off my get out of my DMs, like I am not interested and you're not even real. Okay. Um, and then you have older people who get on these sites or get on social media and they do not know the first thing about somebody scamming them or anything like that. So they're when people contact them, they're like, "Oh, a new friend. Who's this?" They go to their page. It looks legitimate because they got pictures and everything like that. But you know how I always can tell, like when all the pictures seem to be uploaded like the same day. That's the telltale sign. You can't really tell on. Can you tell on TikTok? I think you can tell on TikTok. Like it'll say a day ago or something like that, and some will have like the date or whatever. On Instagram, you definitely can tell because you could just look at the bottom and it'll say the date or whatever. That's it's so low, yo. It just like it gives me the heebie jeebies because there's people out here, and then some of them don't even be fake. So they be real people, but they're so good at wooing the person. Like, oh, like some people take the route of sending, like taking pictures, identity theft. They'll take pictures of someone online. They'll post them up. Like I said, the whole thing of posting a whole bunch of pictures on one day. They'll take photos from somebody else. They'll put it on this profile. They'll send messages out to people under this profile. And these people would think, oh, is this person contacting me, but it's actually somebody else. uh using this person's pictures as the eye candy, so to speak. And then they'll give stories like, oh, my love, they'll work it for a while. And some of them, because it's all about the long game for them, because if they know that this person got money, they're going to play that long game. So they're going to sit up there for a long period of time, months, working this person. But they're not just working this person by, like, it's not just this person. They're working this person, they're working that person, they're working that person. They're working them for just to have people in rotation so they can always have money coming in, right? So they'll work this person for months and months and months, try to wear them down. Oh, also asking them personal questions like, how often do your children come and visit you? Do you have children? How often do they come and visit you if they're grown children? Find out if they're younger children. Just find out a whole bunch of information via DM, talking on the phone. As soon as they say, let's move over to WhatsApp, that's a red flag. Or let's go to Telegram, that's a red flag. Then what's another thing? So they'll work you for a month, months, whatever, weeks. It all depends on the person that they're working on. Because some people, they're just so free with the information, they're free with their money, they're so lonely, they're vulnerable, they're desperate, and they'll just give away their money. And I am in no way victim shaming. I'm just saying that a lot of people that end up falling for this type of scam are people that are vulnerable and desperate and want to take care of someone, or they are in a mindset of, this person really loves me and I don't want to lose them, so I'm going to do whatever I can do to keep them. So it's a very intricate scam, and this is a long game scam. Tech support scam, grandparent scam, that's like short. But romance scams, sweetheart scams are the long game. So they got to be prepared to work this person. They got to remember all the personal details of this person to make them feel like they are actually interested in them. They're taking notes. They're finding out, who's close to you. They're learning about all these different things for you. It's so slimy, but it's a long game process. So once they have access to your mind, to your heart, they're going to have access to your wallet. They'll start off with small amounts. Some people start with small amounts. They'll say, oh, I can't seem to eat, and I lost my credit card, or I lost my wallet, and I need money to get something to eat, or I need it could be something small like that. I need to get something to eat. Okay, no problem. I'll send you some money so you can get something to eat. They like, okay, gotcha, bitch, right? So then, and it's not just it's women, men getting scammed. Is not gender specific. It could be a man, woman, whatever. So then after that, they'll be like, oh, well, I ran into some financial difficulties with and my bank accounts are frozen. Will you be able to send me some money so I can just get over this hump? I have rent I have to pay. Da, 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 da. Next thing you know, you send them rent. You're sending electricity money. You're sending phone money. You definitely going to send them phone money because you want them to be able to keep in contact with you. So if they say that their phone is in danger of getting cut off, now people are like, well, how much is it to keep your phone on? And they will send the money. So they would send the money so the person can keep the phone on, but they're scamming them the whole time. Their phone not going to get cut off. They're not going to lose. They are playing the long game. Next thing you know, they're like, oh, I'm going to come and visit you. Oh, but I got jammed up. Something's wrong with my passport. They're not letting me out. This, that, and the third. Will you be able to send me some money so I can get this stuff cleared with blah, blah, blah. Yo, it's but they go by the same script every time. It's just how long it takes to get to that part. okay? Because like I said, the sweetheart scam is a long game scam. Tech support is like boom, bang, bang, right? The grandparent scam is boom, bang, bang, because they're expecting to get the money that day. And they're looking to get it like that day and have access to that person in the future. But the goal is to get that person that day or within that week, right? Because they have a quota to fill, right? Romance scams is they have warehouses and call centers for this too, right? But a lot of people they just go off on their own and just do their own thing and they're scamming people, right? So they'll gain access to your wallet. The next thing you know, they'll talk about some and it's crazy people that are getting scammed and they'll say, well, where are you from or whatever, or where you stuck at? And they'll take a trip out to find this person. Crazy. Like, what is going on? What is going on? Online dating scams. The costliest scam reported to the FTC, which again is the Federal Trade Commission, in 2020. $304 million lost. Remember when I talked about 2016? In 2016, it was 75 million. $304 million that has been lost in the scam. It's crazy. Yo, I don't know what it is, but yeah. So Rebe said, I'm old school BDP. The album is called Edutainment. Oh, okay. That's what I thought you were referencing. And said sliding into the DMs. That's exactly what they do. They slide into the DMs. They also are lurking on Tinder, Grindr, all these probably on Christian Mingle, these new black black websites for dating, Facebook, what is like the dating thing on Facebook. They everywhere. They lurking. They looking for people who are vulnerable, desperate, that are older. Because sometimes older people get set in their ways, and there is no one that is going to talk to them talk them out of doing what they're doing. No, their kids are not going to talk them out of sending money or nothing like that. Even people that are divorced and have an ex-wife or husband telling them you are getting scammed, they're not going to listen to them because you're my ex and you're just jealous because I moved on and I'm with somebody else. Crazy, crazy. I was watching Dr. Phil and this dude literally he was just sending money to this lady because she said, oh, I'm dying and I need need an operation or whatever, and I need money to get the operation and all stuff. And everything about it just was like, dude, this is you getting scammed. Like, how do you not see the red flags was there? They was there. They were there. And he was just like, I don't believe that I believe this person is real because, I talked to her on the phone, we've communicated. They was like, have you ever seen her? Have you ever done a video call with her? Oh, well, she doesn't have a phone like that. And this, that, and the third, blah, 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 blah. Yo, and they will make the craziest excuses. Now, I'm sure y'all are aware of the show Catfish, right? Now this is catfishing, but to another level. Okay, this is catfishing because catfishing, they just kind of play with your heartstrings and they make you believe that this is a person that's going to fall in love with them and they're really not interested, or they are interested and they're catfishing with a different picture because they feel like you won't like what they actually look like. But romance scams, sweetheart scams, they have a whole nother agenda in mind. They go in it knowing that they are about to scam this person and get money from this person. So their intentions already from the jump are not good. All right. So I hope that I was able to shed a light on romance scams for y'all, and give y'all some insight on how it works, because I'm going to move on to the next scam. And I didn't even put my banner up to say what scam, because we was just talking about romance scams, right? And just to reiterate, romance scams, they are the long game scams. This is not like the tech support scam or the grandparent scam where they need to get the money that day. Romance scam, this person could be working you for a year, but they got other people in rotation. So they're like, whenever you're ready to chomp at the bit, they ready. They ready. They're there with, this is where you can wire the money to. This is where they have all that ready when you're ready to jump. But in the meantime, when you're not jumping, they got other people that they're romance scamming as well. So they're not just working on you. And I feel so sad for a lot of the elderly that are lonely and vulnerable and desperate and just want someone to love them, because like I said, when these people go into this, they're going into it with bad intentions and they don't have your best interest at heart. So the only thing that they want is your money. That's the only thing that they want. They don't want a relationship or nothing. They want your money. So, and it's bad enough when it's people that you meet face to face that be lying and scamming and scheming and all this stuff. It's a whole nother level when it's somebody that's not even, that's over across seas, that's nowhere near you, up here with the intention to defraud you and scam you. It's very sad. Now we're going to go into the lottery sweepstakes scam and also the charity scam. Okay. So the lottery sweepstakes scam, I'm going to go to the definition. Give me a moment so I can give y'all the full actual definition. First of all, you will probably see something on your phone like this. You just want a free $1,000 Walmart gift card. Enter code free at this website. You'll find this on your phone, or you'll get what is it? The sweepstakes email. Oh, it used to be this one where it was like they'll send you a check, a fake check for X amount of money, and they say you and this many people have been entered into, are winners of this lottery. Now they only target people that are like lottery enthusiasts that are always doing these sweepstakes and filling in their information for these sweepstakes. So that's who they're targeting, right? So it's not like it's going to be you that never played the lottery getting an email saying, or getting a letter saying, here's the check, blah 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 blah. No, it's specific to a certain group of people, because it got to be believable. The scam got to be believable, right? So what they do is they send you a letter. This is one of them, but they send you a letter with a check saying you have won this amount of money amongst this pool of other people. This is your piece of the lottery. All right. However, if you want to get more money, you would cash this check, send this amount to us, and what will happen is we will send you this big amount back. So let's say the check is for $5,000. They say, okay, cash the $5,000. You keep $2,500 for yourself. Send us $2,500, and we will send you $25,000. All right. It's people that actually do this. They would cash the check. They would go to the bank. They would cash the check. They would take the $2,500, do whatever they do with it. They'll send the $2,500 off to these people with the hopes of getting $25,000 or whatever amount. I'm just throwing an amount out there for example. And lo and behold, the check bounces. So people, so there's two type of there's actual victims of this, and then there's people that are aware that this is not real and they victimize somebody else just so they can get the money. So because I watched enough Judge Judy to see that that's been the case in a lot of situations. So someone who is truly a victim, they'll go to their bank, they'll cash this check. Their bank will, just because some banks they be like, oh, we gotta keep the check in there for a certain amount of days before we can give you any money, just to make sure that the check is real, right? But then there's some banks that they don't have that type of restriction. So they'll allow you to take like half of the money and then it just, and if you have money in the account, they will make an exception. So you have money in your account that is close to half the amount, they'll be like, okay, with collateral. You get what I'm saying? So they'll say, okay, we'll give you $2,500. So the $2,500 that they're taking out is the money to send off to these people. In the meantime, in between time, next thing you know, the check bounce is not real, it's fraudulent, it gets marked, and then you are hit with not only take the money that you took out, they'll hit you with fees, and you are devastated. Now, that's somebody that's truly a victim. Somebody that is like aware that it's a scam, and they'll probably get like a friend of theirs to, oh, you got a bank account, right? Do not do that. Do not do it. If somebody comes to you that I don't care if it's your mama. I don't care if it's your best friend, your cousin that you call a brother or sister. Do not, if they come to you with a check and say, can you cash this? Do not do it. Because it's not good. I don't even care if it's a good check. I don't care. Don't do it. Save yourself the heartache. Be like, you know what? Just let them down gently. Like, I don't feel comfortable with doing that. Or you could just say, oh, well, my bank don't take that kind of check. But how you know? Because I tried to cash a check like that before, and they wouldn't let me cash a check like that. So if it wasn't that check, if it was another type of check, I would be able to do it. But because it's that type of check, I can't do it. Hands are washed of the situation, right? But these lottery sweepstakes scams are something else. Now, let me take this banner off of here so I can see what this is. All right. Phone calls are still among the most common tools used by scammers. You may receive a call from someone claiming to represent a lottery or sweepstakes. They will demand that you quickly transfer or wire the money, purchase gift cards, or go to a Bitcoin ATM to send them a fee to release your winnings. So they done graduated, y'all. They was like, forget sending a fake check because they on to us. It was like, we can't use the fake check anymore, so we're just gonna call them and say, hey, you have won. And they're like, I won what? You won $50,000. I won $50,000. How the heck did I win $50,000? Like, this is such and such, right? Yeah. And you entered the sweepstakes. Da, 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 da. Oh my gosh, this is from that. I won $50,000. Yes, you won $50,000. But here's the thing, right? Because there are several other people that are in the running for getting this $50,000, We have to have you send us a fee to have us release the funds to you, or someone else is going to get the funds. Well, how much I have to send to you? Oh, well, the fee for this is $1,000 to get your $50,000. Well, I don't understand. Why don't you just deduct the $1,000 from the $50,000 and just send me the $49,000? Well, it doesn't work like that. And we really, really need you to send the fee, because the fee is independent of the winnings. So we want to make sure you get all of your money. So just send us the fee and we can release the $50,000 funding. Now, somebody that is a little bit more savvy be like, well, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense, because if I send you $1,000, I'm gonna be down $1,000 and you send me the $50,000. So it's like I really got $49,000 instead of getting $50,000. So I don't understand why you don't just send me the $49,000. So you already just took care of the $1,000. Now, somebody that's on the phone and they just want an easy score, they'll probably hang up. Now, somebody that's not as savvy, they're gonna be like, "Oh, I have that right now. I can send $1,000. I'll get it immediately." Yeah, as soon as you send us the $1,000, we will send you your money. Okay, and they send it, and then the phone goes dead, and you will never hear from them people again. Oh, and that $50,000, it was fake. Just in case you didn't know. But then, like I said, people are also getting these texts, right? And you go in there and you go into the link, and then you are about boop, boop, boop. And then they can do something with your phone. They can get access to your account, especially if you do online banking on your phone. If you have all your bank information on your phone, like you already signed and everything like that, it's a terrible habit. I do it. But as soon as you click that link, now they got access to your phone. They got access to your banking account information. They got access to all of that stuff. So be very, very careful. Be very, very careful. Don't click them links. Delete those messages. As soon as you see the message, delete them, because they ain't right. All right. Now, lottery sweepstakes scams. Scams at a glance. You receive an email, card, letter, or fax saying that you've won a prize, usually from a lottery or sweepstakes that you don't remember entering. To claim your prize, you have to pay money up front. No matter how much you pay, the prize never comes. Lured by prospects of instant wealth, far too many consumers are responding to lottery and sweepstakes solicitations. Unfortunately, seniors are more likely to be targeted by the solicitations. Warning signs. You are asked to send any money in order to receive your prize, or there is a limited window of time to claim your prize or winnings, or the lottery or sweepstakes is based in a foreign country, or you are asked for your bank information so funds can be direct deposited into your account. Do not give out your bank information. You are asked to purchase gift cards or I'm going to remove the banner really quickly. Send a money order to collect your prize. All right. Protect yourself. Never pay money to claim a prize. Point blank, period. Recognize that you will never win a foreign lottery. Do not respond to any correspondence you think may be a scam. Never disclose your sensitive personal information in response to winning a prize. Do your homework, research reputable lotteries, and contact them directly if you genuinely believe you have won something. Check the claims process on the back of your ticket. If you think you have provided bank account information to a scammer, notify your bank immediately. Never wire money to someone you don't know. If you encounter one of these scams, report it to the Attorney General's office. It could be in any state that you are in. And then this is obviously for Arizona, but I'm from Philly, so of course I will call the Pennsylvania Attorney General. You know, these things is very intricate. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy how intricate they can be. All right. Oh, we're not going to get to that yet. A surprise. All right. So, just a quick clip of someone who fell for this very scam.
There was a phone scam boiler room operating out of Costa Rica, orchestrated by an American from Washington state named Mark Oman. Oman's callers identified themselves as U.S. government employees when they called senior citizens and told them that they had won a government sweepstakes. All these senior citizens had to do is pay the taxes up front, and millions would be released to them. And those con artists took in $4.5 million from about 400 elderly victims. But it wouldn't have worked if it weren't for two Florida men helping him out by the names of Manuel Chavez and Paul Stiep. These are the guys receiving the money from the elderly victims in Florida. Their job was to then relay that money to their boss in Costa Rica. Well, the FBI finally caught up with them, and all three of them were convicted. The ringleader, Oman, got 3 years in prison, but his Florida money launderers got 7 and 11 years in prison. I don't have a good explanation for this disparity in the sentences. What I do know is that the FBI did an awesome job with this one. I also know that we need to warn the senior citizens in our lives about these sweepstakes scams. They are pervasive.
Hacking. Scammers drained $800,000 from her dad's bank accounts.
He's a 76-year-old Ukrainian immigrant who sold his home in Washington state and essentially became homeless a week later. Fox 9's Corin Hoggard tracked down one of the people to whom the victim sent cashier's checks.
Yeah, I feel bad. Feel bad, really bad.
Bogdan Nalivaiko is living out of a Motel 6 these days, a far cry from the 2,300 square foot home he sold just a couple months ago. He planned to live the rest of his life off the proceeds, but by the time the movers came, Nalivaiko couldn't pay.
And then I pressed him and pressed him and pressed him, and then finally he relented and said, I won sweepstakes. And I'm like, oh no.
Julia Elders lives in Minneapolis, almost 1,700 miles away from her father. She knew what happened right away, but the scammers worked so quickly she was too late. The crooks called and texted Nalivaiko every day, convincing him to send cashier's checks in amounts up to $50,000, chipping away at his $800,000 balance.
From April 26th to May 3rd.
Florida. It's a party entertainment service registered to Jenica Jones, which is also the name on 2 of the $50,000 cashier's checks Nalivaiko sent. I got Jones on the phone, but she hung up on me after this exchange.
So what does that have to do with it? Well, like I said, he sent you more than $50,000 in cashier's checks, and I'm trying to figure out why.
Listening, Elder says Chase and Bank of America should have recognized the unusual transactions and stepped in. We reached out to the banks, and both told us they needed more time to investigate the situation.
I think banks are in the same position as us, where they would like to prevent this.
So, here's the thing about the banks too. I don't necessarily believe that they should be held accountable for not recognizing certain things on your account. A lot of banks, that's an extra fee. You would pay them to monitor, or you would add it to your account, the whole monitoring thing. So if you do not have that on your account, I think is kind of funny to ask them to monitor something that you should have a hold on yourself. I mean, if you're not going to add it as one of the things as part of your account, then you shouldn't expect them, like the expectation of them to do that is kind of crazy. Should they notice that something's a little funky with your account? Yeah, but if it's many other people, we're talking about like TD Bank, Chase, like he's Chase. Billions of people, well, not billions, maybe millions of people are banking with Chase. But you're asking them to keep a special eye on your account, but you didn't want to add that protection to your account, but you think they're just supposed to. So it's a whole lot of things that the best thing to do is to monitor your own stuff. And if it's an elderly person, checking in, the kids checking in and making sure that their parents and grandparents are protected and that they aren't frivolously spending money in their account. Okay. Now, some people be like, oh, um, I'm busy trying to keep tabs on my own stuff. Why I gotta go and keep tabs on my mom because it's a trickle down effect. If your parent lose all their money, right? They're going to come to you for help. But I'd rather my parents be informed and proactive than reactive to the situation. All right. So that's the lottery sweepstakes scam. Again, it could be in a form of a text, a email, a fax. They said a fax, a phone call, someone saying that you won a lottery. The other people said you got to pay the taxes up front. Some people say it's a fee that you got to pay in order to get your winnings. It's all a scam. Do not fall for it. Then you got the charity scam. Really quickly, the charity scam works like this. They would ask you to donate. So here you go. Fake charity promoters may use emails to solicit donations or alter or spoof their caller ID to make it look like a real charity is calling on the phone. They often target seniors and groups with limited English proficiency. So they're going for people that, they don't speak English well, and they're like, I'm going to get them. I'm going to get them. Here are some tips to protect against charity scams. Don't give in to pressure. Right? Now, avoid donating to scammers. Research the charity online, and it says pay by credit card. Do not pay by credit card. If they ask you to pay by credit card, then that's a red flag. Or maybe they're saying pay by credit card because then if it's a fraudulent purchase, you can report it to the credit card company and they can reverse the charges. I would just say donate to charities that you know. Okay. Donate to the charities that you are aware of and that you feel comfortable with donating to. Don't let somebody call you up on the phone and say, oh, we have this great charity and we would like you to donate X amount of dollars to this charity. Because you don't know if the people that are supposed to be the recipients of this money are going to actually get it. It's all a scam. So I'm glad that they say research the charity online. Definitely do your homework, do some research, and also if you're an elderly person and you're not too sure, and you're on the phone with somebody and they're like, and they're trying to muscle you into donating, hang up the phone. Hang up the phone. It's still some people with landlines, and people with cell phone, hang up the phone. Just hang it up. Just hang it up. And block the number. Block the number immediately. Because those people are relentless. They will call and call and call and call. And they do not care what time of day it is. They're really ignorant with it. Now, that was the charity scam. And the last one I'm going to get into is the IRS scam. All right. The IRS scam, we just had tax season pass, right? So the IRS scam is so dangerous because they playing with people's refunds and all this different stuff, and they're telling you won't be able to get your refund unless you pay this amount of money. But sometimes you can get an email that looks something like this, and it says right here, like it's a IRS at getrefundnow.com. Some people are so hard up for money, and this is really playing on people who have they're in a financial downturn. So they're like, anything that they can do to get back on top, anything they could do to have money back in their pocket, they will do so. Sometimes people have access to your information. If you I'm not saying that they have hacked TurboTax, but if you're somebody that uh do your taxes online, make sure that you're doing it through a reputable site and that it has that little lock on it. Make sure it's not just some free type of site, like when I mean free, I mean like there's no protections, no identity protections. You want to always look for the little lock on the the bar that you type in the web address. Right next to it, it had the little lock, and that will tell you that your information is being protected. But still, you still have to do your due diligence and make sure that you're not just putting your information just on the web off willy-nilly, right? So here we got someone that got an email from irs@getrefundnow.com. And this is how it reads. Claim your tax refund online. We identify an error in the calculation of your tax from the last payment amounting to $419.95. In order for us to return the excess payment, you need to create a e-refund account, after which the funds will be credited to your specified bank account. Please click Get Started below to claim your refund. Now, what happens after you enter your bank information? Well, now they have access to your bank information. They're going to ask for your routing. They're going to ask for your checking. Point blank, period. They're not going to ask for a card number. They're not going to ask for nothing. They're going to ask for your checking and your routing number, and they're going to drain your account. They're going to drain your account because now they have access to it. And if they know it's through Chase and they know it's from some sort of bank and they already have access to that, your information, baby, they're going to take all your money. Because they're also going to ask you other information relating to that too. Like, it's really, some people just be like, because I'm supposed to get $419.95. No, honey. IRS impersonation telephone scam. Victims are told they owe money to the IRS and it must be paid promptly through a gift card or wire transfer. Victims may be threatened with arrest, deportation, or suspension of a business or driver's license. All right. And that was done March 4th of this year, that definition. So somebody will call and be like, oh, you owe this amount of money, similar to the utility scam. They'll call you and say, oh, you owe this amount of money to the IRS. If you don't pay it, we're going to come and seize your assets, or we're going to send somebody down there to arrest you. Or they'll say, in tax season, they'll say, if you don't pay this amount now, it's just going to be taken from your refund, or it's just going to be a lot of things that they say could possibly happen to you if you don't pay this amount. And people that are scared, they feed off of people's anxiety and them being afraid. And so what they do is the people just be like, oh, I gotta pay this or I'm gonna go to jail, or it, yeah. And people, they pay it right over the phone. How much do I owe? $500. All right, and you say, once I do this, nobody's gonna come and get me, and exactly, they send the money over. Most of the scams that impersonate the IRS are identity theft scams. Typically, a consumer will receive an email that claims to come from the IRS or Treasury Department. The message will page 2 contain an enticing or intimidating subject line, such as tax refund, inherited funds, or IRS notice. All right. So guys, that was the email that I showed you. All right. IRS.gov is the website. If it's coming from any other IRS, and IRS don't send you emails like that. They don't do that. But the website is IRS.gov. It's not IRS at getrefundnow.com or no crazy stuff like that. And the identity theft joints, all these schemes work together. So they can gain your information from the IRS identity theft scam, and then they can use that for the grandparent scam, or they can use that for the romance scam. Like, all of these work together. And then they also work, they get your identity and get all your stuff, and they can use that to scam somebody else. So it's very intricate how they do all these things, right? And that's why it's so important to protect yourself. They say 'tis the season for tax-related scams. Protect yourself with these tips. If someone claiming to be from the IRS calls, emails, or texts you out of the blue, telling you you're entitled to a refund or owe money, it's a scam. 2, use extra caution when handling tax documents. All right. Don't give them personal information, such as your social security number or financial account details. Hang up or press delete. If you think there really is an issue you need to address, call the IRS directly at 1-800-829-1040. For digital documents, use password protection. For physical documents, keep paperwork in a secure location and shred anything that is no longer needed. Stop, look, and think. Okay, guys? So, very important to know these things. When it comes to tax-related scams, if somebody calls you saying you're entitled to a refund or you owe money, hang up the phone, delete the email. I cannot stress this enough. Send this to tell somebody, share this to somebody you know that is not familiar with these type of scams. Especially older people, sit down with them and have them watch this with you so that y'all can all be informed of what's going on out here. And as quiet as it's kept, as much as I'm telling you about all these scams right here, they are currently probably working on the newest, latest scam. So it's good to know about the ones that are popular, that are used more often, so that you can know to protect yourself. And I want to take it back to the old school scam of the Nigerian prince scam. Is a phishing attack when swindlers reach out to potential victims and promise a large sum of money in return for some help. Victims are usually asked to make an advance payment or share their personal details to get their reward. And it'll look something like this. A letter like this. But you can always tell it's fake because it got like a whole bunch of typos and stuff like that. Listen, guys, do not fall for this Nigerian prince scam. This was like one of the oldest scams where they're like, I am from Nigeria and I have all of this money and I want to release it to you. I am your long lost cousin from Nigeria and I have all this money and you are someone who I trust to give all my money to. Like, it's like and people just, they fall for, I don't know how, but they do. Okay. Don't fall for a texting scam. Okay. Some people have received fraudulent text notifications from scammers claiming to be from Think Bank. Now, this is from just banks in general, okay? So don't just think it's Think Bank. It's other banks too. All right. Here we go. Some people have received fraudulent text notifications from scammers claiming to be from Think Bank. Number 1, you receive a phony text notification that looks something like that. All right. Call this number because something happened with your bank. All right. Your bank saying, oh, call this number because it's a scam. All right. It's a scam. Don't call that number. But you call and provide confidential information to the fraudster when they ask for it. A legit text from Think would not ask you to call us. So this is an actual bank, but any bank, they would not do that. They will send you an email saying that there's an alert and to sign into your account to verify. But they would never ask you to call them. And then your security is compromised and the scammer can use your information to access your accounts. If you are unsure if a text is legitimate, do not engage with the message or any numbers listed. And call your bank. Call your bank and make sure that everything is good with your account. All right. So don't fall for it, y'all. Do not fall for it. How to help the elderly avoid scams. We're gonna wrap it up, guys, because it's nearing that hour and a half mark. We're gonna wrap it up like this. Listen. You want to protect the elderly, you also want to protect yourself. Check in often to see how your loved one is doing. Number 2, educate your loved one about their risk for fraud, both from solicitors and from people they know. Number 3, make sure antivirus software is installed and up to date on their computer. Number 4, sign your loved one up for a credit monitoring service. Make sure that that's legitimate as well. Number 5, check their phone call logs to see if they're being inundated with telemarketing calls. All right. Number 6, register him or her with the National Do Not Call Registry to cut their chances of being targeted by phone scammers. And you also want to, I'm sorry, I can't see that without taking this off of here. I try to keep these things up here, but meet any home care aides hired to help your loved one make random visits. We talked about that last show. So protect the elderly, protect yourself. All right. Never tell anyone your bank details. Never tell anyone your passwords. Never give anyone your bank or credit card, even if they are dressed as a traffic warden. I don't know why. Never let anyone into the house who you don't know, even if they say you do, but have forgotten. All right. If you don't recognize the phone number, don't answer. Don't share personal or account information, especially with unexpected or unknown callers. Remember, scammers can spoof caller IDs to look like real companies. If you weren't expecting the call, hang up. If you choose to call the business back, look up a known number. If you receive an unexpected call from someone claiming to be from your bank, Medicare, Social Security, IRS, etc., hang up. Never reply to unsolicited emails about your bank account, credit card, benefits, or taxes. If you're concerned, look up a phone number and call. If you receive a text alert about fraud on your bank or credit card, do not click the link. Instead, call the number listed on your bank statement or the back of your credit card. Never provide anyone with authorization or verification codes you receive by email or text. You know those little 6-digit numbers or 4-digit numbers or however many digits that they send to you. They even say in a message, don't share this with anyone. Don't share it with anyone, okay? They are asking for these codes to retrieve the password to your account. Hang up immediately. Don't remember entering a lottery. It's likely a scam. And remember, no legitimate prize or lottery will ever ask you to pay to receive your winnings. Never click on pop-up ads or offers received by text or email. If someone asks for payment in the form of gift cards, prepaid cards, money orders, cryptocurrency, or want you to wire money, it is a scam. Urgency is always a red flag. Never be pressured into making a hasty decision if you are unsure if someone is real or a scam. Talk it through with a trusted friend or family member. Remember, it's not rude to say no. Also, if it's too good to be true, it likely is a scam. So, I hope that you got a lot out of what I shared with you tonight. Okay? Very important to share this live with someone you love and know. This live and last week's live, because last week live talked about the grandparent scam and the tech support scam in detail. This one, we talked about 4 other scams that can take, 5 or 6, that can very well overwhelm the elderly or just a regular person. Like, it could be a 30-year-old getting called and told, listen, I need you to send this money or we're going to come and lock you up. We don't know. We don't know. And these scams are getting more and more intricate as the days go on. Make sure you protect yourself. All right? Make sure you protect yourself at all times. Look out for yourself and look out for your peoples. Check in on them. You know, if they telling you a story, sometimes I notice that sometimes when elderly people they start telling stories, you kind of like tune out or whatever like that. Listen to everything that they say, because they might just slip in there. And then I had somebody call me the other day talking about something they need some money and this and that. You're like, wait, what, grandma? What are you talking about? No. Who called you? Be very attentive. My final thought on internet scams, they are, like I said, getting more and more intricate. They are like COVID. As soon as you find out about one, they are popping another strand out. The best way to protect yourself is to keep yourself well informed about these scams. Never share your personal information to anyone. Always check in on your folks. Have a conversation. Don't think this is so out of the norm. Oh, why would I just sit down and start talking about internet scams? Listen, we're on the internet literally all day, every day. Social media. Like, I'm on internet right now. You watch internet right now. Don't think this is so far-fetched of a conversation to have. Sit down, educate your parents, educate your children. And like I said last week, Gen Z is starting to be the highest group of people getting scammed by internet, getting personal information. You know, as soon as, you're young, they start fooling themselves. They got their own bank account. They're making money at wherever they're working at. But they don't know, they're not fully cooked yet to know all the stuff. So if you have a young person who has responsibilities, like they're paying bills and everything online and they got a bank account and this and the third, listen, send them this live, keep them educated. The best way to fight this is education. The best way to fight this is staying informed. And that's my final thought on internet scams. I'm going to go to the comments really quickly, and then we're going to wrap it up. Rebe said they're worried about their money, not yours. And she also said, I got all today that literally came up, got a call today that literally came up as a charity call. There you go. They don't care, but you have to care. You have to care. All right. So that pretty much wraps up part 2 about internet scams. I hope y'all enjoyed the information. And that's all I got for you tonight. So right after this final video, We're going to go into the music video of the week. Well, after I wrap up it's a video wrapping up the hot topic. And we're going to go into our music video of the week, which is Edible by Mr. K Soul. So, drop the fire emojis if you love the music. If you like what we talked about, drop fire emojis. Make sure you share the live and keep people informed. I love you guys. I hope you got a lot of value out of what I've shown you tonight. And as always, have a great week. And I'll see you all next week. Bye.
I'm coming in hot.
Hey guys, LaShia here from Think Different TV, which is every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Shout out to my Tdtv fam all over the country. And I have a Tdtv exclusive for you concerning my sponsor, Euphoria Water. Euphoria Water is the cleanest, healthiest water in Philly, alkaline with minerals, no chemicals, no additives. It is good and good for you. If you're going to hydrate the right way. Get your Euphoria Water today. You can find Euphoria Water on IG under Euphoria Water. That's UPHORIAWATER. And if you live in the Philadelphia area and want Euphoria Water delivered to your home, contact Captain at 267-707-8279. And why are we in my bathroom? Well, I want to show you my new Euphoria Water shower head. There you go. It's so bright and shiny and beautiful. It took me literally seconds to set up. I just unscrewed my old one and screwed this one on. It has several different settings. You can get the jet setting. You can do the regular shower setting. It is amazing. And also to know that I have the purest water hit my body. It's the greatest feeling. So make sure you make this investment because I am so happy that I made this investment. Call Captain at 267-707-8279 to put in that order, or you can hit them up on Euphoria Water on IG. I'm telling you, it's the best investment, the best thing I ever did.
Hey, this is your favorite niece, LaShia. You're watching Think Different TV, hosted by LaShia, and this is the music video of the week.
Because the one thing you want to do is to love. And that love should begin with you. Once you love you, you love the whole world.
Drip, drip, water lips, watermelon, berry hips. Drowning in your mocha love, I just need a sip of it. To love, delicious to love you. I said, drip, drip, water lips, watermelon, berry hips. Drowning in your mocha love, I just need a sip of it. To love, delicious to love you. I need us to go far, right across the stars. Baby, need to know. Oh, I dream of your love, wanted your touch, needed your love, lost for your touch, babe. Oh, babe. You know there is nothing I would not do for you, baby. I hope that you know that. Hope that you know that. I love you, I love me. I gotta love me first to love you, baby. Baby, I hope that you know that. Hope that you know that. Trip, trip, water lips, watermelon, berry hips. Drowning in your mocha love, I just need a sip of it. To love, delicious to love you. I said, drip, drip, water lips, watermelon, berry hips. Drowning in your mocha love, I just need a sip of it. To love, delicious to love you. Damn, I need a piece of it. Damn, I need a taste of it. Damn, I need a sip of it. Yeah, yeah. Oh, got an appetite. I got an appetite for you. Appetite for love. Sipping on your melanin and tasting on intelligence. And you can learn from me, and I can learn from you. You make this loving easy, baby. I just want you laying in my arms. You're so comfortable with me. Yeah, doesn't matter what they see. Yeah, just as long as you're with me, just stay with me. Oh no, 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 no. Delicious to love you.
It's delicious to love everybody and everything.
%95 of all college graduates don't know what a financial statement is. But I say to young people like you, there's 6 basic words to financial literacy and financial education. And the 6 words again are income, expense, asset, liability. And the last 2 words are the words cash flow. And that's why the game is called cash flow. And the secret to being rich is not a college education, but can you control cash flow?
I go drink water and mind my business. Drink water and mind my business. I go drink water and mind my business. Drink water and mind my business.
Think Different TV, live every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hosted by me, your girl LaShia. Join me as I discuss social topics, spotlight independent artists, and share financial tips. Join the conversation. I want to hear what you have to say. Think Different TV, where minds meet.
You're the reason I